Hey guys, it's Bethany, your crafty BFF, and today I am on with, a craft room tour. Um, I was asked to do one, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I figured I'd start the video out like this because this is how I always start the videos, but and then I wanted to give a disclaimer because um, my craft room, in air quotes, yes, is a dining room. Um, we don't have a dining room table anymore because we eat at our long kitchen counter, and um, I needed a room for all of my crafty things. Now, also, I want to just let you know that this is a very, very non Pinterest worthy craft room. Um I have a lot of my craft desk is actually a fold out banquet style table, and I have a lot of old beat up hand me down furniture that I use for storage from my dad and from my grandparents, and it's not super pretty. So just know that, um, like I said, completely non Pinterest worthy, but this is what I am able to do on a very tight budget. And um, someday, someday perhaps I will have my dream craft room, but until then, this is what I'm dealing with, and I make the best of it. So if you're up for a very um, budget friendly, um, you know, storage organization, like just see how I do things, uh, stick around and I will show you. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna take the phone off of the uh, little thing, and we will start here at my um, filming area. Um, like I said, my desk is this long fold out banquet style table that I got from Walmart for like 30 bucks. Um, there's the in the corner over here is this old beat up desk that came with the house when we bought it. Um, and it's like built into the wall, and uh it just was not big enough for me. And I had another desk at one point, but I didn't it wasn't big enough either, so I decided to go with this long banquet style table. Um, I'm sure you saw the wall over there. We seriously need to paint in here because of all of the storage methods I have tried and they failed. You can see like the paint ripped off because I used those Dollar Tree command strips that aren't supposed to damage your wall, and they did. But um the best thing I ever did was get a pegboard. The pegboard is my favorite part of my craft room. It saves so much room. It's ridiculous because I store my stickers, my collections, chipboard 6x8 paper pads, 6x12 chipboard stickers, puffy stickers, ephemera. You can't see. Okay, I have this fluorescent lighting up here, so that's not going to make it easy to see up here. But um, here on the very left of the pegboard, we have my alpha stickers. We have my shipping tape. I buy I buy a lot of it at one time because I because I host swaps, right, and I need a lot of shipping tape. That is my flower collection, my paper flower collection. You'll definitely see um, the areas I have problems spending. I like paper flowers and I use them a lot, so I have quite a collection. These these shelf pegboard shelves I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby when they a lot of times when they like I believe this shelf specifically, they got rid of because they reduced the amount of embossing powders that they were selling. They clearanced a bunch of them out at one point, and then the next thing new, I saw the shelf in the clearance aisle at my store. So, and I noticed that there was one less shelf of embossing powders. So, I just put a piece of chipboard here, and I use it to store all my stickles and glossy accents and distress sprays, embossing powders, um, diamond dots, and I even have some space to grow. This shelf holds my little ceramic gumball machines that are filled with both store-bought flowers and handmade flowers. I tend to make a lot of little storage compartments. I follow a lot of tutorials from Christian's Crafty Adventures, and I because I like to make little storage units from my 110-pound cardstock. So this is something I made. I don't remember the tutorial I followed or anything like that, but um, it holds my foam tape rolls. My little backdrop is clipped to this little pegboard shelf that I also got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It holds my large cello bags that I use for shipping shipping group swaps, my Tyvek envelopes that I use for album making, some of my larger notebooks, and my handmade buy labels, as well as my swap tracker. It's right here. Then we have this little bin that has all my little notepads. I have a problem with buying notepads, and then several of you all have sent some to me. Like this one and this one were sent to me by in swaps and stuff. I love these. I wanted to point these out because I have the pegboard system. I use these that I got from clearbags.com, and like if for example the bag that these were in, the little thing that I used to hang it with broke, and so I used one of them. It's got like a little sticky part, and then I just stick it onto the bag, and then I'm able to hang it from one of the pegs. If I take a step back here, you'll see that there are um, three total pegboards. These two were the first two that I got, and I got them from Hobby Lobby, and they were brown. So you can see that they're all cracked because I tried to paint them myself and it didn't go so very well. Then I bought this third one, and I got it from uh did I say Hobby Lobby? I meant I got these pegboards from Lowe's and they were brown. So I painted them myself, and then I was able to get this one from Home Depot and it was already white. So that's why they're different colors, but hey, it works for now. My husband was gracious enough to hang them for me. So like I said, um up here behind my fluorescent lighting, I have some shelving that has some of those candy bar jars from Dollar Tree, and they are also holding store-bought paper flowers. There's a 3D project up there that someone sent me. There Here you can see all my dangles that I've gotten in Happy Mail, all the beautifulness. I have a 3D project randomly hanging there. I have these little baskets to hold random things. But then, like I said, I have my stickers from Hobby Lobby, my 6x8 paper pads, my 6x12 cardstock stickers. This is all ephemera up here. This is all puffy stickers and whatnot. Then we have Dollar Tree stickers. I hang like items on these big 3-inch binder rings, and like all these little flowers that I have, they're all on one binder ring. All my Dollar Tree stickers are on a on a binder ring. All my Valentine's Day stickers are on a binder ring. Anyways, then we have this last little pegboard shelf from Hobby Lobby, and it was made to hold paper, so that's what I have in it. A lot of my extra 110 cardstock, the 12x12, the 8.5x11, some copy paper, and then just 65-pound cardstock. Another problem area for me, I buy a lot of containers like these. I often use these when I am playing with a collection, and I organize the ephemera in these different little containers, and then I have them on my desk, and it's easy to flip through the ephemera and find what I need. Here I have another little container, and this is all my die cutting supplies. I usually keep some 110-pound cardstock cut ready to be die cut for the base of my embellishments. And then I have like some Sizzix release sheets, some scissors, a pokey tool, my die cutting tape, and my die cut brush to get the die cuts out of the metal dies. On my desk, we have my computer. I often have other crafters' YouTube videos playing while I'm crafting because that's always fun. It's an old, my brother gave it to me laptop kind of deal. But then behind the laptop, I have some of these handmade storage organizers. This is one that I made on my Cricut to hold. It's meant to hold like it's called like the A7 card storage box or something like that. It was a SVG that I downloaded and made, but I use it to hold my little cello bags that are A2 and A7 size, and then also some post-it notes for taking notes. Then we have this guy that was sent to me in a Memory Dex swap. And you can see that and then I made this one. This is a tutorial from BB's Crafts, and they have 2 little drawers. So this one has some rosettes and some bows, and then this has some die cuts and some clips in it. You can see they're both jam-packed full of Memory Dex cards, and that's not even half of my collection. Then we have this little organizer that I made. This was a tutorial from Christian's Crafty Adventure. I store some random stuff up here, and then in the drawers I have my Velcro dots and my magnets. And in the bottom is just some other random stuff. I have these things that hold some scissors. I have another little handmade organizer. Don't remember where this tutorial came from, but it has these vertical boxes, and I use that to hold all my enamel dots, and then it has a little drawer down here that has even more enamel dots in it. I have a ring up here that holds a lot of my double-sided tape and adhesive dots. And I think next we will come over here to the left. This shelf has a lot of the albums that I've made on it. I can show you down there. There's a bunch of albums I've made. Um, these aren't matted, but I did make them and they just need to be matted. And then I have these storage containers that I use to keep my projects in as I'm working on them. So these bigger bins I use for group swaps. These I use for like a one-on-one swap. And then I have a little table here that I keep these little organizer trays on. And I use these to keep my die cuts. So like I have this little watering can embellishment here, and I have all the pieces that I need to make a shaker. And so like I just kind of keep all of the die cut pieces on these trays as I'm putting them together. This is just a little project I was working on and some mail that I'm going to send out tomorrow. And look, there's another die cut ready to be put together. This is part of my modular shelf unit that I got from Michael's. Up here this is where I used to store my Tombow dual brush pens, but I have another storage solution for them now, so I'm keeping this, trying to figure out what to do with it, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it or get rid of it or what. But then we have my label maker that I seriously need to use and like update everything in my craft room, because I have made a few changes recently and you will see that things are not labeled correctly. Here on this shelf I have a lot of sequins mixes that I've made in these dollar store containers and these Hobby Lobby containers. This little shelf organizer thing here holds my hot glue sticks and a lot of my mixed media stuff. So like water brush pens, Wink Estella, extra glue, my E6000, the little blending tool. And then back here we have all my inks and daubers and tools like that. I have all the different color blender sponges here, organized in these little trays that I picked up from Target. Then we have these drawers that just have random craft supplies in it. So this top one has a lot of washi tape and double-sided tape and foam tape. This one's pretty much empty, just for some trimmer blades for my Hobby Lobby trimmer and some random wax seals that either I've made some of these and then some have been sent to me. But I did a lot of purging the other day, so I have some room to grow again, which I'm really happy about. This drawer has a lot of cutting tools, old cutting blades for my 3 different trimmers, because I don't know why. I need to throw some of them away, but I keep some of them to cut chipboard, because you don't ever want to cut chipboard with a fresh blade, but that's just way too many to keep. I have a circle cutter, a stamping block that my friend sent, measuring tapes, and then just random pens and markers. In this drawer I have all of my punches. I don't have a lot, but I have circles from like 1/2 inch up to 2 inches, and some little shapes, scallop circles, things like that. The bottom drawer has band-aids, because I'm always cutting myself. My heavy-duty stapler, and then just some tools that I find useful to have around the house. And my fuse tool that doesn't work is back here, and these little heat press tools that are supposed to close a certain kind of baggie. I have yet to order those baggies, but I do have the tool. And this is like one of those paper, or 8.5 by 11 paper organizers. It's an old one. I believe it was my grandparents. But I have some empty drawers. Again, like I said, I purged a lot of stuff. But this drawer is my flower making drawer. So I have some flowers that have been made. And then I have my little flower stamen die cuts. And then the little centers that I use as well. This drawer has all of my beaded pin stuff, my pokey tool making supplies and keychain making supplies, as well as some binder clips and paper clips that are just kind of thrown in here. Another empty drawer, room to grow. This is some 110-pound pink cardstock that I use a lot for base embellishments. It's too dark to like use for other projects, so I just keep it to use for base, like, you know, to make a sturdy base for my embellishments. I'm just not a dark pink kind of girl. And then another empty drawer. No, actually, this has my shipping label paper with a random organizer in it. This is it's like a sticky back, like label paper that's 8.5 by 11, and this is what I use to print shipping labels. So I have that down there. My trash can, and then I have this really old, this was my grandparents' little set of drawers that they used to keep by their chairs, but I find it really handy to keep a lot of tools in. So here are like my extra tools, my extra glue, like this little silicone brush that I use for glue, and then my embossing tools, some extra pokey tools, extra scissors, extra pins, cutting blades, and some tape, and some room to grow. These I call my secondary tools. So these are like tools that I use often but not every day. Stapler, tiny attacher, you know what that's called. What's it called? The eyelet setter, crocodile, that's what it's called. And then we have all of my wire wrapping tools. And here I have some of the hardware that I use to make 3D projects, and all of the sequin spoons that I've collected, and then some really big pins. Here is my eyelets, my brads, and some of my favorite seed beads. Sorry, these are on wheels, so they keep moving. Another empty drawer. And this drawer usually has some cleaning cloths in it, but they're in the wash right now, so I just have these duster cloths in here. Now we can move on to my little carts, okay? I'm going to stand back up, and I'm going to take a drink really quick. My little wheeled carts are also one of my favorite organizational tools. I have 3 of them. One is from IKEA, one is from Michael's, and one is from Target. I think this is the one that was from Target. Either Target or Michael's, I can't remember. But this one is actually plastic instead of metal. And so, because it's plastic, I didn't want to put anything heavy on this one. So it holds all of my trims and tool and things like that. So I have these little pouches that I ordered on Amazon. I got this idea for storing trims and tool this way from Leanna from It's a Deal. This is what she does, and so I find it very helpful. So up here at the top are some of my favorite trims. Here are my favorite layering tools and mesh, and of course my collection of my new cheesecloth that my dear friend Lisa sent. Some of the trims I have on this huge binder ring and then wrapped around these little cards. I picked these up from Hobby Lobby, and these are just like small amounts of trim that are too small to put in even one of the small pouches. These pouches I have large ones, this medium size, and then I have a smaller size that I'll show you here in a second. Here are a lot of my not favorites, but you know, trims I go to often. Um, these are the small little pouches that I was talking about, and they have all my trim. This is like some heavy duty crepe paper that I ordered because I wanted to try to make some crepe paper flowers. I haven't done it yet, but I plan to. I have another ring here with more trims on it. I have a trim problem for sure. In this bin here, there's some of these bulk eyelash trims that I got on AliExpress, and my seam binding collection is in this bin. Down here at the bottom is all my snow tool and glitter tools that I have. And then this gold mesh that I like to use. And then we just have some more random trims that some of them have been organized this way, and some of them are still on the roll. I have yet to put them into my organizing system. So that's that cart. My second cart is this one, and it holds all of my cutting dies. I know there's a lot. I have them organized so I know where most things are. Here I have embellishment type dies, all here on the left. Here on the right are my memory dex dies, my tag dies, and my flower dies. Down here we have some more embellishments because I ran out of room up here. Then we have some shape dies like circles and squares. And in the back are my album making dies and pocket dies. These are the dies I've most recently ordered, and I don't currently have any more magnets, so I need to order some today for sure and get these into my organizational system. Here on the right we have sentiment dies. Then down on the bottom shelf we have packaging type dies, like my jelly tote, my loaded bag, my little pouch, my sequins pouch, and then all the little pillow boxes and 3D boxes that I like to package things in. In the behind, and bag topper dies. They are here too. And then behind that are my layering dies. So like dies like that and like that guy. You know, those are some of my favorites as well. In this bin is all the holiday related dies. So winter, Christmas, Halloween, and Valentine's Day, things like that. Then I have some extra cutting plates that I keep around that are old and well loved, but I like to keep at least one pair of the old ones so that if mine crack or break, because that's happened to me before, I do have a backup. These are my regular size platforms, the standard size platforms. I have a magnetic one and then just a regular one, but I tend to always use my extended platform and extended plates because I like to do a lot of die cutting at one time. I have my magic mat and then some embossing plates as well. my third cart is the one that I keep by my desk while I'm decorating. It does have the very few embossing folders that I own. And then I have this little makeup organizer here on the top cart. And I keep, this is where I keep all my ready to go layering die cuts and doilies and things like that. Um, so yeah, that's, these sleeves are what I use to keep my metal dies and magnets in, but they rip really easily, and so I switched to this kind of, it's more like a thick vinyl pouch to hold my metal cutting dies and magnets, because um they don't rip as often, and I feel like, they are a little more expensive, but I feel like they are worth it because they don't rip, and I'm not constantly replacing them like I had to do with these sleeves. However, I do love these sleeves for organizing die cuts and ephemera and embellishments. You'll see that when we get to the embellishments. Down here, I have a little bin of a project I'm working on. And then we have, this is, what is this? Let me see. This bin is ephemera and die cuts from the Parasol collection, because that's what I was playing with recently. So that's what that is. My bottom shelf is empty because I was purging. We'll go under my desk now, because I have to utilize this space as well. Here on the right, we have we have a thing of wire wrapped beads, and then we have two big things like this of my charms that I use for dangles and such. Then down here I have all my like flat back pieces, wood veneers, pom-poms, things of that nature, tassels, more beads, and then I have like a Christmas and winter one as well. There's some paper clips here, some seed beads here. I have some of my label stickers here, and then this bin is all sequins. Now, I need a better way to store my sequins, because right now it's not the greatest. I do have it for the most part color coded, so like pinks and yellows, and then blues and greens, and then other colors, and then I have quite a few of these pastel mixes that Hobby Lobby was selling at Easter time. I wanted to pick those up because I'm a pastel girl. So yeah, I'm always up for suggestions on things, so if anybody has a better way to store sequins, let me know. In here we have more sequins and clay bits, and then this one it says florals and paper ephemera, but it's more sequins, because like I said, I really need to go around and relabel some things. In this bin, I keep store-bought gifts that I want to send in Happy Mail. Most of which I've bought, but there are some things that like people have sent me that I don't think that I'll use, and that someone else could better use. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I keep all of like the store-bought goodies that I want to send to people. In this bin, we have candy for Happy Mail. In this bin is just like a random assortment of things. Office supply. There's a glue gun, my embossing tool, this like little duster can thing, a random empty pill organizer that I was going to use as an embellishment box if I couldn't find anything else. And then over here I have my to-go stuff. So like if we have to travel to Cleveland Clinic, which is like a 4-hour drive for us, for Maddie's appointments, or Maddie gets admitted to the hospital or something of that nature, I have my little portable desk, and then I have my go bags. So this has like these bags have extra supplies in them, and then I have some empty to go bags that I can pack what I need to pack in. Um, I don't like to not have my crafting stuff, so I take it with me if I know I'm going to be somewhere for a while. I'm going to take another drink real quick, and then we'll go over to this beat up desk that holds my Cricut, my Spellbinders Platinum 6. Like I said, I use the extended platform and plates most of the time, and my sewing machine. So I can only use one at a time in this space. So my sewing machine stays over here. This is where my die cutting machine sits, and then my Cricut is there. I don't use her a lot, but I do use her. This is a little organizer that my friend Christine, sent. Hi, Christine, if you're watching. I keep this over here. It has some extra, like an extra score tool. It has my reverse tweezers, a pokey tool, just some extra little supplies that I might need while I'm over here. We really didn't go over my desk one, but this I picked up recently at Hobby Lobby, and I love it. In the middle, it has my rulers and my scissors, and then it holds all my bone folders, my scoring tools, my pokey tools that my beautiful friends have sent. Aren't they gorgeous? All sitting in there. My pens, my corner tool, my adhesive erasers, and my glue. So I love this thing. It's been such like I always struggled to like keep my tools organized, and so I love this thing. Okay, so then we have my printer down here, and then we have storage. This is all holiday or seasonal stuff. 4 of these are Halloween, 3 of these are Christmas, and these top 3 are winter stuff, and then this bottom one is Easter and Valentine's Day. This is like a thing that I used to use, and I still use on occasion. I'll take it into the living room, like if Maddie doesn't want to be alone. Sometimes she just she wants me to be in the same room with her, so I will put the project I'm working on in here, some of my tools, and take it into the living room and just use my ottoman as a desk. So that's what that's for. We have my sewing basket that was passed down from my grandmother. Surprise, surprise, we have some more organizational containers that are empty at the moment. We have another old beat up set of drawers that are for the most part empty because I got rid of a lot of stuff, but I do have a sewing drawer, an office supplies drawer, a personal drawer, and then and a junk drawer. This is just a junk drawer in general. Then we have this paper holder. It has a lot of 8.5 by 11 colored cardstock in it, and that's about it. Okay, now we can come over here to my 12 by 12 paper, if you can call it an organizational system. Up here I keep the collections that I've been working with most recently, because there's just not enough room down there at the bottom. So some of them come up here, like the ones I've been working on recently. We have some 110-pound 8.5 by 11 cardstock in this folder. This drawer has these labels are correct. 65-pound cardstock, 110-pound cardstock, scrap cardstock. So like if I'm die cutting and I don't feel like putting it away right now, I throw it in this drawer and deal with it later. More 65-pound. This is my vellum and acetate drawer, and this drawer has all my favorite pink cardstocks and specialty cardstocks, like the pinks and the golds. Here I have a lot of these storage folders that I get from Hobby Lobby, and this one has cut aparts and fussy cutting papers, apparently. This is just cardstock, specialty cardstock, 12 by 1210, solid color cardstock between 65 and 80 pounds. And then down here are my paper pads and paper collections. So we have, like, I'm not going to go over all of them, but like Sunny Days, Parasol, Woodland Grove, Gingham Gardens. And then I have 12 by 12 paper pads from like Hobby Lobby and Michael's and Joann's, all in here. Then I have like my bee themed folder because I did some bee projects recently, and then my fruit themed folder because I did some fruit projects recently. Here is some Woodland Grove that I've been playing with recently. Standing back up, this little container here has all the empty plastic folders. This is what I buy from Hobby Lobby. It comes with 10 of them for $7.99, and this is just how I store my 12 by 12 paper. Here are some empty 8.5 by 11 project cases that I use sometimes. Here is my foam. I have my 5mm thick foam, and then my 2mm foam as well, just depending on what the project is. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to finish this up quickly. Up here, we have all the other albums that I've made. I've made a ton of them. There's also a couple of 3D projects that I've made, but mostly it's albums, and then there are 2 explosion boxes up there as well. They're all for sale and listed in my Etsy shop. This whole unit here was passed down to me from my dad, and these drawers really just have a bunch of stuff in them. These are like my empty embellishment boxes that I've either bought or people have sent to me, and I plan to reuse. This is more empty embellishment boxes. I bought somebody's D-stash of these ones from the Dollar Tree, so I have a ton of them. In here, I have some drawers that hold die cuts, and there's one that has markers back there, but mostly it's all die cuts. Empty. That has my big to-go bag, and that one's empty too. But these drawers are what I really wanted to show you. This is one of my newest additions, and in this, okay, it's not the best, but it's what I figured out, and it's what's working for me right now. So again, I'm using these sleeve. This is where I'm storing embellishments, and this is how I'm doing it. So in these long drawers, I have all of these bins, and the bins have these sleeves that have embellishments that I've made. Like this top drawer is mostly things that I've made. There are a few things that other people have made, but then I have like die cuts that I can assemble these to make some butterfly embellishments. I have some memory dex cards I can put together. Things like that, right? Then more embellishments. These are all from someone that sent that I was going to swap with. And then we have embellishments that I've put together. All of these right here I made and are ready to go. So if I'm playing with garden party, I can just get these like this sleeve out and have an embellishment ready to go, right? This bin is Valentine's Day projects that people sent me. That's from Brooke, that's from Kim. There's some stuff from Cruz back here. These apparently I went on a crazy tag flip. I don't know. I made a whole bunch of tag flips. Like, there are a couple that are decorated, but a lot of these tags are just assembled garden party tags. I don't know what I was thinking, how many tag flips I was trying to make, but this is when I first started crafting, guys. So yeah, just a lot of tags, and they're all on rings, and I could very easily decorate them and then send them out as a little happy mail. I should really do that. Back here are some sweet story embellishments that I've made. Some paper ruffles. Over here we have more embellishments that I've made. Well, embellishments and die cuts that are ready to be assembled, like this ticket shaker bag topper. I have lots of foam and cardstock pieces just ready to be glued together. I have a lot of tags that I can I don't have to die cut them. They're just ready to go. So I just can't bring myself to throw the stuff away because I can use it, right? So I'm trying to be more mindful and really look at what I have before I start die cutting and use what I have. These are some more die cuts, more tag die cuts that I have, and then there are some projects that I've made and never sent to anyone. Here are some little sunny days embellishments that Cruz sent me last year. And then, okay, this drawer makes me feel so loved. These are all the embellishments that you guys have sent me. All the rosettes that were sent to me in my Road to 1000 Subbies Challenge giveaway or in one of the swaps that I hosted. So all the rosettes. This bin is full of just bows that you guys have made and sent to me. These are some embellishments I've made. Oh, not this one. Someone else made this one. But most of the stuff in here I made and just don't have a place to start to deal with it right now. Here are some paper ruffles that I made. This bit, and then the rest of this bin is embellishments that random embellishments, paper ruffles, die cut sentiments, butterfly embellishments, some and then just random ones like teacups and butterflies and fringed hearts and pinwheels, these bathtub shakers that someone sent me, things like that. Like I said, this whole drawer just makes me feel so loved. I feel so lucky to be in the position I am to host swaps and how successful my challenge was. So thank you guys for all of that. This bin here is all handmade paper flowers that this bag, most of this bag are flowers I made, but the rest of this drawer, guys, is what I've received from in Happy Mail. So I'm so grateful to have all of these ready to use, and I can't thank you all enough. Here we have just this just thrown in here. My friend Alice, I believe, sent me those. And then in this last bin, we have the foam roses that I ordered from Temu and don't know what else to do with. The bottom drawer is my beads. Help. Please help. I have all these plastic craft organizers that I've purchased from Hobby Lobby, and I really need to take some time to really go through it and organize everything. But this is the only solution that I've come up with for my beads, and of course jewelry findings are all in here. So like I said, help. I need help with this area for sure. Okay, over here we have some of these containers that I like to use to organize ephemera and collections while I am playing with them. So I keep them over here and bring them out when I'm actively crafting with a collection. Like I do those smaller bins that I showed you earlier. Here are some projects that I've been sent by you lovely people in swaps. And then my pride and joy, the majority of my memory decks collection. I desperately need to make another one of these organizers, but yeah, can you tell I'm blessed? Look at all these memory decks cards. They're just beautiful. I have 3 long containers full of them. Love, love, love my memory decks cards. I have a little set of drawers here. This has some more embellishments and ephemera and junk and more ephemera. And actually the majority of this drawer is fussy cut flowers, either from my Cricut or that I fussy cut myself. So that's fun. Up here are my little projects from Brooke that she sent me in our Valentine's Day swap. Hi Brooke, if you're watching, thank you so much for these gorgeous projects. We're almost done, guys. There's a basket up there that has another swap project someone sent me. These drawers are not what I want them to be, but I think they could be a lot more useful once I get them organized. There's a lot of ephemera, All Heart, Sweet Story, Market Square, Carousel, Garden Party, and then I have sentiments. Then these drawers have a lot of tools in them. Scissors, my wax melting thing, my wax supply, my wax seal making supplies, things like that. This shelf, oh wait, right here is my like little collection of paper trimmers and my scoreboard and my envelope punch board. This shelf has a lot of packaging things, so these are all of my cello bags. You guys know how I love my packaging, so I have all the different size cello bags in here. It goes on and on. I even have these bigger ones for bigger projects. Then this is the only kind of thing that's not really packaging related. This is a whole mess of ephemera from Maggie Holmes collections. So I made a lot of these like little pockets. I followed the tutorial by Michelle, who is Pink Strawberries here on YouTube, and she made, ooh, I dropped it. She made these little ephemera pockets, I think is what she called them. And so that's how I store a lot of the ephemera. Not all of my ephemera, but a lot of it. Here I have cards and envelopes. I have blank bases. I have cards, some cards that I've started to make, and then I have cards that I've been gifted in Happy Mail. There's the planner I'm going to use someday. This is my bin of treat bags. Like I said, you guys know how I feel about packaging, and I have a lot of it. All different sizes and colors and shapes. I love packaging. Here are my empty sleeves for organizing, and then my empty die pouches. And then this is all bag toppers. Bag toppers and packaging that I always say that I'm going to reuse the packaging that you guys send me, and um, I do. I save it and I reuse it as often as I can. So there's die cut bag toppers, decorated bag toppers, you name it, it's in here. And then in the back there's some envelope boxes, and then other types of pouches and things that I've been sent in Happy Mail. The bottom two shelves are just stuff, more organizers, some of my little mini writing tablets, some little mini writing tablet covers that I've made. I actually made these for my doctor's office and need to give them to them. This is where I store my Tombow dual brush pens now. This is one of my other to-go bags. Some chipboard and stencils, and then some shred over here. This bin has all my old hobby in it, which is bullet journaling. Then I have my mess of chipboard that I can't bring myself to throw away good pieces like this. Like, this would be a really good spine piece for an album. So yeah. Then here is my mess of boxes. So this is like my shipping area, right, where I package up my swaps and then box them up. So I have USPS boxes, random different size boxes, and then these cute pink ones that I ordered from Amazon. And then we have a whole bin full of shred because I have a shred problem as well. This has all kinds of different colors in it, and it is packed full. The last little thing I'm going to show you is this right here, and it has my tissue paper on top. This is my digital scale. This is what you need if you want to use pirateship.com. I save a ton of money shipping things myself and avoiding the post office. So yeah. Then I have some manila envelopes, some padded envelopes, smaller padded envelopes, and bubble wrap for 3D projects and for when I sell an album in my Etsy store. So that's it, guys. That is my craft room tour. Like I said, completely un-Pinterest worthy. But I make do with what I have, and that's all I can do, right? So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I will get back to you. Have a great day.